get straight into it. The first game of the season, and welcome to Nagoya Grampus.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome to the first episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome to our first club. As you can see there on the screen, we've come to the J2 League. We start off in Japan with Nagoya Grampus. As you can see here, this is the team. We have picked up a team in Japan, as we've said. We're starting out in Asia. This is the team we opted for. Now, we started the save unemployed, and then we went and just looked for the job, see what came up, and then this is the job that came up for us. Now, Nagoya have a really interesting kind of history, recent history, past history, and just a really good bit of, not a really nice club there, according to what I've seen. So they're based in Toyota, the area of Nagoya. It's just outside Tokyo. It's not in Tokyo, but quite a big area actually, just outside on the mainland. They play at the Nagoya Stadium, which hosts 44,000 people nearly, built in 2001 especially for this Nagoya team. They are owned by Toyota, like Toyota Motors actually own them. I don't know if they're classed as like a really good owners, rich owners. As we can see here, that apparently the owners enjoy life, and they've got really secure finances, which is good to see. In the past, their history, just the one J League that they have won back in 2010. As you can see there, we can see their history for the past 20 years. They've had a mixed few seasons, some real highs here, including that win there, as you can see, but have kind of dropped off a little bit, got relegated back in 2016, got the promotion back up there, and have been climbing back up as high as third place in 2020, but then unfortunately were relegated in the 2023 season. So we've fallen to the J2 League. Now it's our time to go and pick this team back up. I said it would be a small team that we'd go to, but in my mind it was always a kind of a team that could get promoted to that first division in a specific country. We could have gone to another country with a smaller club there, but I just think this is a really good offer. I think we're coming to a really, really good club in Nagoya, really good facilities, a decent enough squad. We'll get onto that in a second, and they do have the potential to go on and do really, really well. Now, in terms of the squad, we've had a tough one. I must admit, the finances are really, really good. As you can see there, really good transfer budget, wage budget. Also, Luke's very healthy as well, but we have struggled because the whole team was unhappy with what happened last year, so we had to let a lot of them go. And you can see here we've already made 5 sales, lots of key players, particularly in the midfield. We had a lot of good midfielders in that team who have now gone and left us, which is a shame. Really, it is a shame. The tactic we're starting out with, a bit of a possession style. I'd like to see how it works at first, and then we can adapt it accordingly. The squad is quite small, as you can see here. A few of these players probably still will leave as well, including this guy here. I hope he doesn't, but he probably will. Casper Junker, he looks like a really good player who we picked up. He was a former Bodo Glimt player and also played for the likes of Randers, AGF Aarhus and Stuyvik as well, but it does look like he will go on and leave us. But we do have a lot of money to spend. We've had a pre-season in which we played against 3 teams. We played against the under-18s, of course we did, in that game that we typically do, a game against Okayama, as you can see here, and then we went against Tokushima, where we lost in a a testimonial, that's what it's called, for a former player of ours who played a total of 1 game. So the 3 games there, not the worst pre-season, just getting the sharpness up, getting the tactics ready. The sharpness is going up. I don't know where we're predicted to finish in the season preview. I would like to think that it's changed now. We're predicted second. The odds there 1-91, so it's pretty much guaranteed that this team here will win the league. Apparently, Jubilo Owata, as you can see there, I don't know if they've formally been in the first division, so they're clearly our rivals by the looks of it. When do we play them? In a few episodes, hopefully we play them there. As you can see, we have a few games. We have League Cup games where we play 2 legs in the first round. That's going to be really tough, that to make sure everyone's rested. But I think we've inherited a decent squad here in terms of good players. We've got Junker, we've got Ryuji Izumi who's here. Is he going to leave us as well? I've let the players go because I've just kind of like I'm going to come here and do potentially a fresh rebuild. We might not be here very long because we want to move on to that the team who can get into the Asian Champions League too. But it could actually be this Nagoya team. It is tough to get into the Asian Champions League too because it's kind of like when we were trying to get the Conference League with Tromsø. We were too good, and I think it is really tough for these Japanese teams and South Korean teams to get in to that tournament. But at the same time, I'm not sure. We'll have to see, really. It will be tough to finish because I don't think there's many spots. I don't really know. We'll have to get familiar. If we have to move on to a different country to try and do that, we'll have to see. I mean, how's the Asian Champions League gone this year? We can take a look if it will come up for us here. Asian Champions League 2, is it AFC Champions League, I think? I'm not too sure. If we take a look here, Champions, what would it be? I don't know. We'll have to get used to it. So it's probably worth the time to take a look at here. We can always go and look at a J1 team who are competing in it there. As you can see, we've got the Asian Champions League, and then we want the second one, wherever that would be. I don't think it is here, no. So we'd have to go to the Asian Champions League here first, and then we can see here. This is what it would look like. Teams who are in here. By the looks of it, I don't know if any of these is there playoffs. Yeah, there is playoffs there. So I don't know if you lose these, do you drop down to the Asian Champions League 2? It doesn't look like it. So we'll have to see with that one. But it will be interesting to see how it goes with this club. We're going to get underway today with the one game against Yamagata. And I think it's going to be hopefully a good start with this team. We'll have to see. Let's get straight into it. The first game of the season, and welcome to Nagoya Grampus. So the team for this first game against Yamagata, we've been struck with a few injuries, as you can see here. The squad's not looking very healthy at all, but we're just going to go out and make our debut, see how it goes. The team starts with Takeda in goal, a backline of Kawazura, Gyotoku, Nogami and Sakai, Yoshida, Shigehiro and Thales make up. And midfield, we've got Morishima on the left, Maeda on the right, and Kasper Junker up top. Now, the thing is, a lot of these guys are quite flexible. Like, they can go. For example, just look at this guy here. What is that? Seriously, and there's another one as well. Where is he? He can play. Look at that. That's it. That's mad. That's mad. Let's just get straight into it. First game here with Nagoya. Kick off here. In this game, the first game in the J2 League. We'll have to get familiar with it, Japan's going to be a big country in this save, we're going to have to get familiar with it. We probably will be here for quite a while, so we'll have to see. Here's Dallas. He's making a nice run here. He's going to look to try and square it potentially. He's taking his time to do it, but he cuts in. Lovely shot, and it hits the post. That could have been the first goal here as part of the not the corners of Europe Challenge. I felt like I was going to say that then. It's not the corners of Europe Challenge. It is the Pacific Pursuit. That's another thing we'll have to get used to. The Pacific Pursuit, in pursuit of those trophies that we can win across both sides of the Pacific. I don't know if it'll be as good as the Corners of Europe name. When we made the Corners of Europe, I didn't like it too much. I really didn't like it too much. But it turned out to be quite nice. I think it's something that'll stick around, whether or not the Pacific Pursuit will or not, then we'll have to see. We've got another injury here. I've not made any transfers at all, but I think by next episode you should. Our transfer window should be closed, so I think you will see the squad ready. I think the players in here are very capable. There's a few good youngsters who can get into this team and do well. There's an injury here for the goalkeeper, so that's a nice start. Why didn't I bring a goalkeeper? It's because we don't have a goalkeeper. That's why. I can tell you that. Who's our tallest player here? We've got no Tom to put in goal. Cause why wouldn't the goalkeeper get injured? But just why wouldn't he? One of the defenders, are they torn off? Is this striker torn off? He's a youngster. He had a very good season last year. To their standards, they didn't really have a bad season. I just think it just didn't gel for them. We might struggle a bit here with this with our youngster striker in goal. He could step up into this main team. We've got Junker, who is a very good player, but if he's going to leave, then he could definitely step up into this team now. With the opposition are going to try and put a lot of pressure on us in this game, most likely, because we do not have a real goalkeeper. But I guess we're bringing corners of Europe things into the Pacific Pursuit. If this ends a draw, I think we take the point. The first few games are probably going to be rough. I said, I'm really just happy to let the players go who want to leave, and then we'll just rebuild that squad accordingly as we need to. And I think that's the plan here. Clearly, there's a chance here. Maeda cutting in from the right side. He has the shot, and that is the first goal of the Pacific Pursuit. It's Maeda from the right wing, and he makes it 1-0 here. Nice late goal for us, and should wrap up the 3 points here in this game if we can hold out. I mean, we've not had our best game. We've tried to control the ball, and we've not done well. I think it's been a rough start, but we're in J2. It is going to be an interesting ride, but I think we have to embrace it. And I think hopefully the goal is probably to win the league. That would be a nice way to start. I don't think it will be where we have to scrap it out. I probably would like that, and I think we could definitely go and do that when we go to South America. But we've started here with I guess a big club. I mean, they're a bit of a smaller club relative to the big clubs, but they are still a decently sized club. They've won a J-League. They have won a J-League a number of years ago now. They've had an interesting ride, but a really nice stadium. It looks like a really good club. Not in Tokyo, which is obviously I believe one of the most. I don't think it's the most populated, but it's a massive city, massive city, and we're not managing there as we do concede here in the 89th minute. Our goalkeeper had no hope, surprisingly, but if this is how we're going to start, this is how we're going to start. If you're new to the channel, by the way, this is not a common, well, it has been a common theme. On the last day of with Las Palmas, we spent the final games for 2 seasons with our striker in goal and our goalkeeper up top because we had to drop points. We were that good. I also, one more thing I will say, I have got the headphones on. They will be on. That is to listen to the audio. I might take them off, but they will be on for now, and they are one ear uncovered. One ear uncovered, always the way to go. So yeah, that's why the headphones are on. But the full-time whistle goes. It's not an opening day win, but not too much to worry about really. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to go and join the Discord. I can't recommend it enough. Once again, it'll be the top link in the description. I'll leave you with this little tune. It's not changed.